Blender's Punch. I've made this recipe in 2009. 2009! I've got to redo this thing. It was before
It was the wrong recipe.
No, the wrong recipe. My ass.
It was
like
the wrong recipe.
There's no such thing as a wrong recipe.
It's the wrong recipe.
There's recipes all over the place for those.
Even the one that we saw tonight at the hibachi place was wrong.
Because there is no right Blender's Punch recipe.
Yeah, you just go back to the origin, and the origin did not have grenadine in it.
That's your contention?
Yes.
There's grenadine.
Yes.
Of all those things, grenadine is your contention.
Yes.
Dude, it's not that big of a
He
deal.
doesn't like high fructose corn syrup.
Well, no, it wouldn't. Okay, here's my thing. If you invent a drink,
Okay.
and it doesn't have an ingredient, and some bartender says, "Oh, I like what you did with it, but I'm going to change it and add something to it," and they add something to it, the name should then change.
Yeah, that's never.
It should.
People, first off, there's some people who don't even know what the original recipe was, and they try and make something like it. And it's got a different name, but it happens to come that way. Other people are like, I think I can make this better.
Okay.
Or they put a number 1 or number 2 in front of it, and then those numbers eventually fall off. People miscommunication. People send me in a recipe. I get one. I make it. People go, that's the wrong recipe. Bullshit. Half the time, neither of the recipes that they submitted or the one I used is the same recipe as some other guy. It's almost impossible to trace some of those.
But you just trace origin. You trace.
Not all recipes have an origin that goes that far back.
I am telling you right now. I'm putting down my gauntlet, my money, and I'm saying right now that I can trace the lineage of almost any cocktail. I'm telling you.
I have plenty of cocktails. I haven't bet you'll never be able to find the lineage.
My collection of classic cocktail books is so thick that I can trace the lineage of almost anything.
If it's in the book.
The only thing that screws me up, and this happened when you and me talked about this when we were talking about the Ferrari cocktail, is that I couldn't find it in my books. I went to Wondrich, and Wondrich goes, "That's an 80s cocktail. Let it die."
You can't. Dude, a ton of Sex on the Beach, a ton of 80s cocktails that may never have lineage, and you just need to deal with it. If it were like,
yeah, but we're
what's
talking.
the one where you shake for 20 minutes?
We're talking post-prohibition, 1930s.
Ramus Gin Fizz, right?
Yeah.
I completely understand that. That's why I work so hard to try and find. If I find 5 recipes and I can't find the original, I just call it out and say, "Look, this might not be the original."
Why don't you just start asking me for the original?
Because sometimes that's just, dude. Sometimes I only have 5 minutes before prepping.
Okay.
Like today.
Okay.
So on a side note, you will notice none of the Curt's products are here. Right. So Curtis has some news.
Yeah. As of January 1st, 2014, my division at William Grant no longer exists.
Right. So that means Curt no longer exists.
I just disappear. As of January 1st, I just go
The
away.
hand starts first with the hole in it.
So while I think, first off, that sucks, because it always sucks when people have a job and they don't have.
It's weird because a lot of people have been like, "Oh, that sucks," and it's like, I'm like, "Oh, I'm grateful that they feel bad for me," but at the same time, I almost like don't want people to feel sorry for me.
You know why I think it sucks? Because I hate having to do the work of having to look for. You have to go finding, like, you have to put out feelers.
I
quite
hate
honestly,
sending out resumes.
Right. I'm not at all worried that you're going to find a job.
I would be. Because if I don't find a job, then I'm going to come work for you.
You're dramatic though. You got the vice president of like the USBG. You get all these, like 4 years ago. Didn't do any shit, and all of a sudden now you're like, I got this. I got into this industry. I'm doing this. There are people that when they lose a job, I'm like, that is ever fine.
If you are a supplier in the alcohol industry and you're watching this video right now, I'm available right now.
Right.
But tomorrow, I may not be.
See what he did there? That was a firm call to action with the ramifications of not doing something today. Perfect. See, You're going to have a job. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
So, but what that means for us, at least until then.
The interim.
In between then and whatever happens.
Is my non-compete? Is done.
Is that the Curd. Well, we still use his products since, I mean, it seems right that we would stick with the products that you would typically use.
Yeah.
At least until next year.
But we are...
But there's no products that you use.
Yeah, but we're at the point now where I'm just not... Was that... No? That wasn't the sale.
No.
Okay.
That was Facebook.
No, really what's happening is that even as I'm leaving, I'm not going to look at William Grant badly,
right?
Because they've been a wonderful home to me. I have had the coolest year at any job that I've ever had,
and it seems, and that, you know what, personally, your division of doing innovative new things, right? If when a company is looking at a place where they have to downsize, mainstream or critical path or whatever they call it typically isn't the place. Like even in software development where I come from, if you're working on the core product, you're in. Right, the minute you start venturing out doing even R&D or anything like that, or outside trying to grow something, that's the first place they cut because they can recover or try and recover it a couple years later. If they can't, they just cut the whole freaking thing. Right, and then they sell it off. That's not your problem. But it is the cool thing about having where you were is you had all kinds of cool stuff to do. You had all kinds of cool things to expand on. The downside would be if something goes wrong. Kind of that's it. I think they'll be calling them back, so don't you worry. Anyway, so that is the story. Now everybody knows. I'll reference this if people ask. Now people know. So, Planter's Punch. This recipe submitted by the Kurd.
The Kurd. And it was
Jamaican
a beach bum berry recipe. That was the origin.
Again. Okay, so this is supposedly the real one. That, my friend, is Jamaican rum.
Jamaica.
We're going to put it in a colossal coupe glass for two reasons. It's going to be badass. It's big enough to handle it. I really want to move some of these 25% off until December 25th.
That's your Black Friday pitch on this?
Frick Black Friday. Black Friday's one day.
This is Tuesday.
Cyber Tuesday. Cyber Monday. Still one day. We'll figure something out for that. These are on sale all year because sometimes people don't have that money at that time. They want to be able to wait a week. Fine. 25% off. We're going to use for aromatics. Oh, simple syrup. You want to do the simple syrup? Because I was too busy talking. We're going to do for our aromatics. Oh, we're going to cut this too.
Did you ask me to do it and then took it away from me?
I did not. It may have been in my way. You didn't pull it fast enough. You gotta pull it faster, Kurt.
That's what she said.
We're gonna do.
That's what he said.
I don't know. I can't measure 2/3. I'll let the Kurt do that. We're gonna use for aromatics. You can use. I have all my bitters here. I've got Patio. Those are aromatics. These are aromatics. We need to do a bitters thing.
Okay.
Because I should have enough bitters to cover your history. Aromatics, you could use these. That's probably what you'll see typically used in the Planter's Punch, especially if you order them on at a bar. We're going to use Tiki Bitters, Elemakule Tiki Bitters from Bittermens because A, they're freaking awesome, and B, they're freaking awesome. We're going to do three dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ice me.
Oh yeah!
Ice me, baby!
Here we go. I got some ice in this bitch. You know what? There. You should be good.
Pay attention, Kurt. Stop reading the chat.
I can't help it. It's so interesting.
Neon Week.
Wait, your shaker matches Kurt's shirt.
What's that?
Yeah, I figured it would be too much if Kurt had both.
Oh.
So we were trying to mix it up. Literally.
Dump me. Dump me, baby.
You know what, I'm gonna pour that
you
in
use Great 28 and the 3 Mile Long Iced Tea.
Yeah, it's Great 28. I'm working on getting them back into stock. I will post on Facebook.com/CocktailTV when I get Great 28s back. Big seller, macadamia bitters, bigger seller. Those ones he had to make all from scratch. So when I get these in stock, they will literally have been made from hand, by hand, like immediately, bottled, ready to go. That's how fresh those bitters are going to be. This is it, huh? Tiki Punch. I think it should be red.
Planter's Punch. Planter's Punch.
What did I say? Tiki Punch?
Yes.
That's a different drink. That's brown. More like this. This needs some rum.
Oh, it's got rum in it.
It smells like, you know what it smells like?
What's that?
Falernum.
Falernum.
It does. It smells like falernum.
Down near Kildum. I had a full week of saying falernum. I'm kind of pissed that you just brought that up because now it's going to be in the back of my head again. Falernum.
I love rum. This could be a rum. See, when I hear punch, I think it should be in a punch bowl. This is not supposed to be a punch bowl, right?
This is like almost in that daiquiri category a little bit, doesn't it?
Not a sour. For some reason. Oh, it's just tasty. What is that? Dude, I'm telling you, that tastes like falernum.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
I don't know where my falernum is, but that needs some falernum in it. It would be overkill.
Yeah.
Sweet, a little bit of sour in the finish, but it's I think the simple syrup balances out the lime juice. There is more simple syrup than lime juice.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit sweeter. The bitters shine through, of course, because they always do. Freaking awesome. And the Jamaican rum, I think, is made better with this drink.
Yep.
Because otherwise, I'm not. I mean, it's okay. I like. I don't know. I like. So I like me some Captain Morgan Sherry Cask lately. I like to go through different phases of different types of stuff.
I'm excited for when I can actually have that discussion with you about the lineage of rum.
January's episodes.
Let me get through teaching the classes in January and for the people that are actually paying for them, and then we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be. You wouldn't. Yeah, you want to pay. No, what you do is you give. No, that would be silly. You go so far. They're like, if you want the rest, you could watch our video where we make you pay.
See how this ends. Tune into.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna wait until you actually have more.
Yeah. I mean, people are paying for those classes, so let me teach them. Let them pay for them,
And then we'll give them for free.
Yeah. I like it.
So this, there's that nice, warm finish, like a citrus. Yeah, it's gotta be this. These are friggin' awesome. These things make every drink better.
Especially when it's tiki related.
But it's that. It's like
It's so much better than
Cardamom or
Angostura. Like all these old tiki recipes call for Angostura, and
it's allspice.
that the Bittermens tiki is so much better.
But Angostura, when these recipes were invented, they didn't have the option, right? That's the problem. Is all the new recipes could be using these, and I think the old recipes could have benefited from using them. There's nothing wrong with Angostura, but Angostura is very, has a specific bitter like flavor, almost like a quinine that you just get from it, and that's what you get. This brings that and more. You get the allspice, you get the cinnamons. It's awesome, but not overdone. Cinnamons, like in a Fee Brothers Aromatic, much more cinnamon forward. This has a nice round taste, and you definitely get these 3 little drops of bitters, and this stuff is all awesome. On an alcohol level, I'm gonna say 3.
Ow!
3.
Alcohol level, yeah, I'm with you on that 3.
That's a point for each ounce. This drink will hurt you. 3 ounces of alcohol per drink.
Tiki is one of those things that it creeps up on you big time.
Dude, I had a zombie at a Polynesian restaurant down the road. Didn't even notice I had a drink. This 3 ounces, you'll be flat out. Don't think Jennifer's going to be a huge fan. I think she'll be okay.
I just did a tiki recipe yesterday for Thanksgiving, and I could tell that people were getting annihilated.
When their eyes start brightening up, they're like, "Hey!" And when they come talk to you, they're actually talking at you, like coming at you, and they're like, "Oh, distance."
Yeah.
But 3 ounces for a single drink, that is insanity. But you know why? Because it's easy to
We're
drink.
gonna switch seats next time.
Oh yeah, just a screw up. We could do that.
No, well, it's not just that.
Then you won't zone in over there?
I can't help it. If there's a television there, I just can't stop looking at it.
And you wanted to put the little flippy thing around.
I know.
See why it's a
Okay,
bad
so
idea?
Jen, question of the day?
Yeah. Oh, you have one?
No, I thought she was gonna have one.
What's the craziest Black Friday story you've ever heard or seen?
Oh, I think I got one.
Craziest Black Friday story.
Oh, okay.
My mom's good at those.
Yeah.
Because she works at Walmart.
Walmart employee, guy 3 months before Black Friday gets a job working the overnights. And
That's typical.
This was like right when the Xbox 360s were coming out, right?
Oh, and you throw them at people?
No.
I saw 3 people with Xbox Ones today. I was amazed. Sorry.
So what he ended up doing? Oh, did you guys get
I
yours?
have one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go play with that after.
It's not on.
Not on.
What do you mean?
It's still in a box.
Oh, is that Liam's Christmas
Yeah.
gift?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never
Santa
mind.
29.
It's in the black box, too, the pre-order one.
So this guy was taking Xboxes and throwing them into the trash compactor with the idea that he would come back the next night and slice open the trash compactor. The
turned it
morning, he turned it on the morning and crushed like 15 Xboxes.
Oh.
It's a sale!
So the manager was like, "These are missing." The guy like comes back the next day, slices up the compactor, and there was like nothing there. And
Because they're gone.
they were all crushed and gone.
He's gonna get fired anyways.
No,
but
now
they're
you just
like,
nothing
gone.
ever happened.
So an idiot in his right mind, but that was.
But he admitted it?
Yeah, he had to because they
Why?
went back and looked at the camera, and he was the one throwing them into the trash can.
Dude, first off, if you're going to do something stupid like that, you don't do
Check
it if there's
for cameras.
Dude, that's never going to fly. Even if he got away with it, he's fired.
I know.
Except he gets Xboxes, I guess, in that case.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't really have. I know that. I think my mom said I was there someplace where they were throwing Xboxes or laptops or something at people.
I think I saw that last year. That was last year.
Yeah, no, not this year, not this year.
Yeah.
This year just happened. I don't know who died yet.
We haven't talked to your mom. We don't know what it was like.
Because she works like 1-to-1, so she's there for the whole hell of a craziness, and she's always got stories of like.
I feel
people
bad. I think that we need to cut that out. Like that shit's so
It keeps
stupid.
opening earlier and
You
earlier.
can't get any earlier
You know,
than now.
you know
open all
what we
the time.
do at this point?
No, they're
I think what
6.
needs to happen is that internet websites need to do the day before Thanksgiving. Need to just drop all their prices like
So
crazy.
everybody buys online. They don't go to the store.
Exactly. I
The
think
day before. Why do we have Cyber Monday the week after?
No, I think that Cyber Monday should turn into Cyber Wednesday. And it should be something where all these internet companies
Wild Wednesday.
Yes!
Yes! We're going to start that next year. Wild Wednesday. Awesome drinks. Everything's half off.
Hey now.
Maybe not.
No, well, next year for Wild Wednesday, we should do something crazy.
Yeah, free shipping all day.
You know what we should do?
No.
Is we should do 24 hours of the show. Do a marathon show.
We have to. You have to get. You got to get like Dana
You
Farber.
nuts.
No, they.
No, time out. That's what we're doing for New Year's.
The Guinness Book of World
No,
Records.
we're doing a marathon show.
We are.
Yes.
Do you remember that contest that you had?
I know.
A marathon show is going to be worse than that.
No,
No, because you don't have to get that drunk.
Yeah, we're gonna do a marathon show on New Year's.
Anyway, you were commenting that these episodes are running long.
I think that'd be awesome.
All right.
Can we do it?
Physically?
Yeah.
We couldn't tape it.
Why?
We've run out of tape.
Run out of tape.
Do you know how long 24? Dude, every episode uncompressed is like 4 or 5 gigabytes.
So what if we tape the show like a normal Thursday
You'd have to
night?
live stream it.
But we live stream the rest of the day.
Yeah, you'd have to live stream. Like you couldn't tape it because nobody would watch a 24-hour YouTube.
Would we have to get like porta potties and like pee down here?
You don't have to not go to the bathroom. You just be recording the whole time.
Like I have to go pee so
You have to be on camera.
Nobody's supposed to die.
I'm telling you right now, that's what I want to do for New Year's. I want to do a marathon show.
All right. We'll have to think about what we have
Can't
to do for
always get
just-
what's wrong.
Jen's like, I hate you so much right now.
This sucks. So, regardless of that, you've got your question. Craziest Black Friday story. You don't have to have witnessed it. You can use a news article if you have to.
Yeah.
But that's it. We're done. We're out because Kurt's going to yell at me. EverydayDrinkers.com. Colossal Loop.
Teach you how to drink.
No! Colossal
Teach you
Loop.
how to drink.
EverydayDrinkers.com.
Teach you how to drink.
Thank you.